Uncleyap. I have with me Mr. Gopalan Nair, and this is Sunday. This is the 6th, right?
This is the 6th, yeah.
So we just came out from Bishan's Tahan campaign. Can you tell us what you were doing there today, Mr. Nair?
Well, this morning from 8:30 in the morning, we were engaged in a Tahan.
Relax.
We were engaged in Tahan, selling the Tahan newspapers and trying to increase the awareness of Singaporeans for human rights. And it was a very successful morning.
It was a sales of t-shirts.
Yes, we also sold some t-shirts, collected a fair amount of donations. Plus, we also were selling books, human rights books.
The brochures were given free.
The brochures were all free, yes. But the books, the books.
First time for you in this campaign?
No, actually, as a matter of fact, I have been in this campaign on a number of occasions, and I am actively involved in the democracy movement in Singapore.
You personally received donations from some supporters, have you?
Yes, this is correct. In fact, I am, excuse me, this is correct. In fact, I am very, very heartened and delighted and grateful to many Singaporeans who have come forward to support me, both financially and to provide moral support for my actions, for my activities in Singapore. They realize that I am in Singapore against my will because of these cases, these false charges brought on by the Singapore government, which compels me to stay here and causing me great difficulty both financially and as far as my business in the United States is concerned, affecting me very badly, and I appreciate the support that I'm getting from everyone.
You're practicing immigration law in California, that's right?
I am practicing immigration law as well as some criminal law, as well as some general practice law.
Would you like to show us some cash that people gave you?
Yes, in fact, as a matter of fact, just today, a lady came up to me with great generosity, and she gave me $200 in cash, as you can see. This cash was given to me by a total stranger who came up to me and said, I realize you are having difficulty staying in Singapore. I support your cause, and I want to support you financially. And I was very grateful and happy and received the money graciously from her and thanked her for it.
And continue to fight.
I continue to fight. It's not the first time that people have supported me financially and in many other ways. And I am grateful to all of them, because without their support I will not be able to remain in Singapore during this period of time.
So would you like to tell us something happened on Friday night?
Yeah, on Friday night,
slowly, step by step.
On Friday night,
where were you?
At about 11 o'clock at night, I was in Little India, walking along Race Course Road towards Bukit Timah Road, trying to get a taxi. All of a sudden, behind me I heard yells, people yelling at me, people shouting at me.
Behind you?
Behind me.
One person yelling?
No, there was a number of people, I believe maybe 4 or 5 people, asking me to stop and so on.
Just hang a second. But all of them were yelling?
All of them were yelling, all of them were shouting to asking me to stop and so on.
How do you make up these people? Are they wearing any uniform?
None of them were wearing any uniforms. I did not know who they were. And
were they wearing any ID?
No, to stop. I had no idea who they were.
Did they express to you, identify themselves?
No, they never expressed. They never expressed who they were. They never identified themselves.
And that was 11.
About 11:30
At night. Was it dark?
It was dark. Yeah.
So they could be thugs.
They could be thugs. They could be criminals.
They could be robbers.
Could be robbers.
They could want to rob you or beat you up.
They could do that.
And did they do that? Did they beat you up?
They beat me up. They suddenly came up and they started confronting me.
Alright, so throughout the whole thing, they never identified themselves.
No. Throughout they never identified themselves. They never issued any statement.
No documents were shown to you.
No documents at all. I did not know.
No ID, no warrant card.
No ID, no warrant card.
No names.
No names.
And no units.
No unit numbers. And no unit names.
Oh, that's like, sounds like you have been mugged.
Exactly.
So what did they do to you after yelling at you?
After yelling at me, they continued asking what my name was and where I was going. I refused to give any information. After which, they manhandled me. And they shoved me to the floor.
They threw you to the floor.
They threw me to the floor. I was hurt.
Were you injured?
I was injured in my face, as you can see. I had a mark on my face here. And photographs were taken. And various bruises in my hands here, in my hands there, various bruises all over the body.
It's obvious on the screen that your glasses were twisted.
Yes, and my glasses were very badly damaged. I tried to repair it, but it will cost more than $300 to get it repaired. So I was manhandled, I was beaten, I was pushed to the floor, I was kicked when I was in the floor.
Were they throwing punch at you?
They threw punches at me, and I was injured, and they shoved their boots to my head, and they were kicking my head when I was on the floor.
How many people were attacking you?
At least about 5 people were attacking me. And
so were you afraid?
I was very afraid. There's nothing I could do.
What you could make of this? Were you thinking that you were mugged?
I was thinking that I was mugged. I was being attacked, and there were thieves. All of a sudden, they put handcuffs on me, and they put me in a police car. I then knew that they were the police.
How many police cars were there?
There were only one police car. I think there were 2 police cars, and I was not sure. Because in the heat of the excitement, I couldn't really, see what was happening.
So, can you repeat that they were none of them were in any police uniform?
No.
No police uniform?
No.
No warrant cards were displayed?
No.
No ID was shown?
No.
And nobody identified themselves as officer?
No.
And they didn't say their name, rank, or unit?
No.
And they didn't tell you that you're under arrest?
No.
They didn't tell you any charge?
No.
So you were literally kidnapped?
I was kidnapped. I was literally kidnapped by the Singapore police.
You were mugged and kidnapped?
Yeah.
Okay, brutally?
Brutally.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's amazing for this to happen.
Do you know the name of the Interior Minister?
I know the name of the Interior Minister is Mr. Wong Kan Seng.
Would you like to ask him?
I would very much like to ask him this question. What are your police doing? Are they behaving like police officers?
I suggest...
Or are they behaving like thugs and gangsters?
Because you are a criminal lawyer yourself.
Exactly.
And you practiced in Singapore previously.
Yes.
I suggest you write an email to Interior Minister Wong Kan Seng.
Yeah.
And ask for explanation.
Yeah. I will do that, and I'll put it on my website, on my blog. My blog is called the Singapore Dissident. www.
I think there's no W. SingaporeDissident.blogspot.com.
Singapore, it's a Singapore Dissident. SINGAPOREDISSIDENT, one word, .blogspot.com.
Right. So, what happened after they took you into the police car?
After they took me to the police car, they drove me to the Cantonment police station.
Cantonment again?
Exactly. Cantonment police station locked me up again.
That's where you were locked up previously, right?
Yes.
So the same police division were after you?
Exactly.
According to the newspaper, there were some people observing the whole, witness the whole commotion.
Yeah. I could not see any people observing. Maybe they came subsequently, but I didn't see because I wasn't observing.
And in the police station, were you given a medical checkup for your wound?
Yes, I was given a medical checkup for my wounds, and I explained that I was injured.
Do you note the medical officer who examined you? Who was that?
No, I don't remember the name of the officer.
I think if they ever take you to court, you should ask for a copy of your medical examination.
I will do that. I'll ask for a copy of my medical examination. And
I think it's a wrongful procedure of arrest.
yeah.
They didn't have a warrant, they didn't wear uniform, they didn't identify themselves, they didn't tell you a charge.
Yeah.
They didn't tell you that you are under a formal arrest. This is not a legal custody, this is kidnapping.
Yeah.
So when were you released?
I was released about 1 o'clock, 12 or 1 o'clock the next morning.
Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon, yeah.
So you were in there for about 12 hours.
More than 12 hours.
Any ill treatment or anything in a Cantonment police complex?
Yes, there was. I was kept in solitary confinement with the lights on for 24 hours. Always in handcuffs.
Did they, all the 12 hours?
No, not all the 12 hours. When I was in the cell, the handcuffs were taken off. Whenever I was outside, I had to be in handcuffs, which hurt a lot.
What is the name of your IO?
Name of my IO is
You didn't have the paper.
Vicky. IO Vicky. B-I-K-I. B-I-C-K-I.
Chinese guy.
No, Indian guy.
So did he tell you what charge you faced?
Well, I said I was facing disorderly conduct, but he never explained to me what was the disorderly conduct about.
Did you feel that they are targeting you, that they are treating you like any others, or just specially targeting you?
I think they were not specially targeting me. They're victimizing me.
Because
I refused to admit that I have no right to freedom of speech in my earlier case.
you mentioned something earlier about other people's having drinks and under influence of alcohol, but they didn't take any action.
No.
So you were sort of being picked up,
Yeah.
singled out.
Singled out for persecution, for harassment.
And this has got something to do with the previous charges you faced.
Yes.
Can you tell us briefly about the incident or the charges that you were held initially in Singapore?
Initially, I came to Singapore May the 26th
Trial,
to
right?
attend Lee Kuan Yew versus Dr. Chee assessment of damages hearing in the High Court from May 26th to May 28th.
Do you see Lee Kuan Yew on that day?
I saw Lee Kuan Yew in court on the second day,
And his son?
and his son on the first day. During the trial, during the hearing, I found the judge to be completely biased and unfair. In accordance with what I saw, I went back to my hotel room and put out a blog post and his son get their way.
This, you're exercising your right and freedom of speech as a blogger.
I was exercising my freedom of speech as a blogger.